self-care is not selfish. It's actually the biggest part of showing love that you could offer to your family, your friends, and your community.
As women, we nurture and take care of the world. And so it's just so important to make your health, your self-care numero uno. So
get around people who are going where you want to go and who are where you want to be. And that's exactly what I did. I wanted to be in real estate, so I got around people who were doing things in real estate that I wanted to do.
So you might not be able to move things around or change what happened to you, but if you can change the way that you see it and how you're reacting to it, there's a way.
Just do what you have to do. There's no excuse. This morning, I knew that if I didn't get up at 4 in the morning and clear out my emails and do everything that I needed to do.
You don't want the government to dictate or a judge to dictate how your hard-earned sacrifice and wealth gets distributed to your family and your loved ones.
Our culture is embedded in American culture. There are people who come to America and engage in American culture, which is Black culture. So Juneteenth is really about Black culture, and it's about celebrating us, celebrating the different diasporas of Black people, even the dialects.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back again. I think you're on day 6. Woo! The days are going by so fast. I'm like, but hello, everyone. My name is Athenia Rodney, CEO and founder of Juneteenth NYC. And we are super excited to have you here as we are going through our Kwanzaa series. This has really been amazing. I've been blessed. I hope you have been blessed during this time because I've been taking away a lot of stuff. I've been writing, I've been journaling daily, and I hope you are doing the same because we want to go into 2026 like ready and loaded to get things moving and grooving and not idle, right? So today is all about Kuumba or Kuumba, as some might say, and it's about what? Creativity. What we are so good at, y'all. Our creativity is on fleek. We are like on 100 on everything that we do, right? The other day, was it Friday? We had a game night at our house, and it wasn't like a typical game night. If anybody knows the Rodney tribe, they know that our game nights is not just gonna be like boring and not, we ain't about that life. Our game nights, of course, we had stuff on the TV. Everybody had their phones. Everybody was going at it. It was. We did a version of like a Jeopardy type game, and people were just really having so much fun. Like, and you could tell people had a lot of fun because it was like 10:30 and nobody left. Like nobody was like, oh, I gotta leave early. No, it was none of that. Like it was like, oh, like that's it. We don't have no more games. So creativity, y'all, is really about everything that we are, that we embody. It is about our what we can leave, physical, like leaving into spaces. So Kuumba calls us to use our creativity to leave our community more beautiful, more meaningful, and more whole than we found it. And my children are part of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, like my sons and Boy Scouts, my girls and Girl Scouts, to be very clear. And so one of the things that they talk about is like when they go into the woods, right, to leave it better than you received it or you got into the space, because a number of things, again, we talked about that collective responsibility, how some of the things that we do affect others. And so the same, right, when you go into the woods, if you leave food behind, then animals are going to be in that part of town. And then if somebody else comes behind you and now they get gobbled up by the animals because you left food there. So they know that this is a place that people like to hang out. So what are you doing to pay it forward, to leave the world better with your creativity? Like what your talent, again, that's going back to that talents, right? And the talents of purpose. You see how all of these like play into each other, like they just go into one, into the other. Creativity here isn't just art. And so I want people to demystify that. And that's why we created our Mr. and Miss Juneteenth leadership program, because it's not just about your talent, your physical talent, like the talent people see when you dance and you sing and all those things. When we do pageants and stuff like that, a lot of times it was just focused on those kind of things. And yes, we are all beautiful in our own right. So it's not, to me, I'm not that beauty part. Because when I was growing up, I didn't consider myself to be beautiful. But now I do, because I put that into myself. My grandfather put that into my mother, my husband, like those are played, my children, and it still continues to grow. But a lot of it too is about how we see ourselves. And so being able to be creative in spaces is not just about, I could sing or I could dance, I could cheer or whatever those things may be, but it's also about leadership. Like that's a talent as well. Is also about problem solving. It's about innovation. What can you create? Like we have created so many things in this world, from the lights, the refrigerator doors, the irons, the hair straightening combs, like you name it, almost everything we had a part in touching. Even watching some of these movies over this holiday break has been really great for me, because even that is like, we're learning about ourselves. We're learning about our history and our story. And so what does that look like? So what am I creating that makes life better for others? Thinking about that. So what Kuumba looks like in real life, art and culture. So it's music, it's dance, it's storytelling, it's fashion, it's visual arts, it's all of those things. Everyday innovation, new ways to solve old problems. What are some of the problems that we have in this world, and how are we fixing those problems? Community building, programs, spaces, and traditions that bring together people. So what organizations are we starting that we can bring into space? And youth development, encouraging imagination, voice, and confidence. So youth development is a big part of what we stand on. And we are so excited for our Mr. and Miss Juneteenth program and looking to see all of the great things that comes with. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to show a little video, and then I'll be right back. See y'all soon.
Happy Kwanzaa! We are having so much fun celebrating all the 7 principles together.
All right, yeah!
We come together with our friends and family.
Yeah.
We welcome you to come celebrate too.
Come on, you and you.
As we come to celebrate our African American history. Now sing in Swahili. Umoja,
Unity,
Kujichagulia,
self-determination,
Ujima,
collective work responsibility,
Ujama,
cooperative economics,
Nia
means purpose,
Kuumba,
creativity,
Imani
means faith.
These are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa.
7 days and 7 nights we celebrate each principle. We light the candles and have so much fun. Yeah.
Red, black, and green, yes, to show we're proud.
Yeah,
Our culture, our food,
yeah,
our family now. Support each other and we can stand up tall. I believe this Kwanzaa will be the best by far.
Umoja,
Unity,
Kujichagulia,
self-determination,
Ujima,
collective work responsibility,
Ujama,
cooperative economics,
Nia
means purpose,
Kuumba,
creativity,
Imani
means faith.
These are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, woo! Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. I'm sitting here jamming here. I love that song. So there's so many different songs that are out there, like I shared before. Whatever you can do to kind of help your family to remember different things throughout the year, get it in their spirit, get it in their bones, make it something that becomes part of who they are, who you are as a family, as a community, right? So what Kuumba is not. Kuumba is not perfectionism or pressure. And we talked about this before, right? And trust me, I grew up in a very perfectionistic household with my grandmother. I love her dearly, and it's still a challenge for me sometimes, where it's like, I have to allow things not to be so perfect. Like, okay, yeah, I can go to sleep one day without the dishes being done, the kitchen being fully clean. Like, if it means that I get some rest and that my mind, it goes to ease. Is that gonna be every day? No. But I do want to give myself grace in spaces where you need it. And that, like, that's okay. Like, holding a standard is great, but not to the point where it's killing you. And so thinking about what those are is very important. So not perfectionism or pressure. That's not what Kuumba is about. It's not creativity for attention only. So not like, oh, I created this huge mural, or I did this destructive act, or I did this just so that I can have this claim to fame. And I always say this because when Juneteenth comes around, when the month of June comes around, it's like I have my 2 seconds of fame, and I shared all the time. And I'm like, once I step off the stage, nobody knows who I am, right? I go back to being mom, sister, daughter, wife, like, and that's it. Others, they may see a video or something like that, or they may see me on the street because they saw me for that moment, but then I go out of their mind. So if you are constantly living for the next thrill of just being able to say, oh, I did this and you didn't, like, that's not what it's about. It's not about the attention, but it's about being creative for your community. Like, oh, I created this mural because it beautified this neighborhood, because this neighborhood is known for gang violence and being disgusting and dirty. And I wanted to brighten it up and make it look better so people feel proud about their neighborhood and a place where they can go and take pictures and put us on a map and stuff like that. Like that. That's what being a change. That's what creativity. That's what Kuumba is about. Not copying. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. Not copying somebody else, but contributing. I don't know if I need to say anything about this. I'm just going to say this part. We are not made to take someone else's work. It is our God-given talents that we are all made for a purpose, that we were given our own individual talents, our own individual reasons for being here. Like when that date was created for you and that time was created for you to come on this earth, you brought a whole host of energies that only you can bring. And you taking from someone else's, their thoughts, their visions, their purpose, does not serve you. And I'm just going to leave it at that. It doesn't serve you. So be better. And let's utilize these principles to take ourselves to higher heights so that we're not copying somebody else and trying to be like them, because nobody can ever be like somebody else, even someone who's twins, they can't be like their sister. So just thinking about that. The candle symbolism. So today was the green candle. Hence my green on today, representing growth, renewal, and hope. And this is New Year's Eve, right? So this is the day before we go into newness of everything. And I always say this is my first New Year's Eve. My second New Year's is my birthday. So from January until March is where I do all of my transitioning. So all of that change and all of that renewal, all of that stuff for me goes from my birth from January 1st to so I put things in action, and basically I have 3 months to kind of see it come to fruition. But you create that, you figure out what that is for you. You determine what that looks like. This is your growth. This is your renewal. This is your new hope. So take it and run with it. Kuumba reminds us that creation is how communities heal and evolve. And a couple of years ago, we did a healing quilt where people who had lost loved ones during COVID, or just during it, especially during COVID, but people who had lost loved ones, that they got to bring an item from their family member and build it into a quilt. And then we had these quilters who built it in, together. And so we're still working on this. It's a continual thing. We want to get it to be a 20-foot quilt. That's my goal. And we'll see if we can do that in 10 years. So we're again, COVID was 2022, so we still have a couple of years out, but continue to just grow, because we know that was a space of healing. And then just imagine being able to see that 10 years later, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, look at that story. Look at that story. Every single piece on that quilt has a story. And so we're just looking forward to being able to showcase that with you. Just thinking about what we do and how we can help people to heal. We even did sessions during that time where we were helping people heal through their loss, through their challenges, through all the things that they were experiencing. So reflections. What gift or idea do you have that you've been holding back on? Like, is there a talent? Do you rap? Do you sing? Are you a poetess? Are you a hairstylist? And don't forget, we're doing an event February 15th and 16th that's all about hair. Yes, all about hair, natural hair, barbering, locks, all of it. So what is your talent? Like, did you always want to be a stylist and you've never, went into it? Are you a designer? Do you like making things beautiful? What is your talent? Are you an organizer? Are you a planner? Some people don't put the effort and energy into things because they feel like, oh, it's not something I can make money from. But guess what? You can. Everything that you do or can be, you can make money. Someone who cooks, someone cooks, right? Someone cleans, someone watches babies, like someone helps people to like teaches people. Like, there is a role for everyone. And guess what? Even in the end of days, there's going to be a role for everyone. So thinking and understanding about your purpose now is going to help you in the future when Jesus comes again, because we're going to be operating in our purpose at full capacity at that time. So just thinking about, what does that look like for you? How can my creativity serve my family or community this year? Definitely going to be thinking about that and pondering what that looks like. What can I do that's going to, like I said, this year is about impact for me. So what can I do to be impactful to those who I serve, all the places that I am in? What can I improve, even in a small way, starting today, about myself? What can I improve? And that could be waking up a half an hour early, or 5 minutes early, or 10 minutes early, doing exercise, doing 10 jumping jacks a day, not 100, not 50. Like, what small thing can I do to make an impact? Drinking a full extra cup of water per day, eating a cup of fruit per day, eating more vegetables, putting more vegetables on my plate. Like, what can I do to be just a little bit better? Reading a book for 10 minutes, taking a longer shower, whatever it is, like, just be in that space with your creativity. So why does Kuumba matter? Creativity helps us reimagine systems that don't work. So it helps us to recreate things that are problems and issues, and we come up with solutions. Hence why we've been these inventors in so many things in the past, right? It helps us tell our stories in our own voice. I could come on here and be scared and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't sound right. I didn't look right. Oh, I didn't like the way that my makeup was on. But like now I'm like, oh, I ain't got no lipstick on. But no, I'm here. I am how I am. And y'all gonna receive me. If y'all like it, y'all like it. If y'all don't, oh well, bye, boo. But no, this is all about how we show up for ourselves and how we allow our stories to kind of be our voice. And then lastly, build joy alongside justice. One of our pillars this year for Juneteenth is Black joy. I feel like Black joy has been taken from us, and a lot of us don't know what it is. It took me a long time to reimagine what joy is in my life. And even with being married and having children, like I was a mental thing that I had to, a switch that I had to turn on. Not that it wasn't something that wasn't happening, but it was a switch that I had to turn on in my own brain that says it's okay to have joy. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to be present in the moment and to give yourself permission to do those things. So Kuumba, it definitely is all about building that joy alongside what justice is. So creativity is how we turn vision into visible change. Visible change, y'all. So after purpose, Nia gives us direction to Kuumba, gives us expression, setting the stage for what's next tomorrow. Imani. And if you are in the Black community, you know a lot of what we do, it doesn't go unnoticed if it doesn't have to do with our faith, what we believe in, where belief sustains everything we've ever built. So I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow on our last day. And tonight, if I don't speak to you, Happy New Year's. We hope that you're doing something to celebrate well. But we'll be at our church at CCC Atlanta, and my hubby is going to be doing one of his life's goals and one of his purposes in the music industry. And he's going to be bringing in a new year with gospel music and festivity. So we'll be there doing that. And we hope that you get to join us in the Atlanta area. And if not, then go to the Brooklyn campus in New York. All right. I hope all is well. We'll see you soon. Bye.
From the roots of tradition to the rise of reconnection, where history meets the heart of Africa. Celebrate freedom, culture, and homecoming. This isn't just a trip, it's a return. The motherland is calling. Will you answer?